Welcome back everyone for another video. This is Q50 Beast. Today we got another special one for you. We got the 2015 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat. One of my favorite cars in real life, one of my favorite cars to build, one of my favorite cars just to drive around. Look at this thing, man. I was very excited to do this build for you guys. So let's buckle up and let's go ahead and get into it. So let's go over to the custom upgrades. We'll go over and look at the conversions. We went with the stock engine, no V12 swap, stock engine, rear wheel drive, and we did the body kit. I like the way it looks. Your car will be faster without the body kit, but I just built it with the body kit. You can do it without it and you'll get a little quicker times. All right, moving over to the engine compartment, everything race intake, race fuel system, race ignition, race exhaust, race camshaft, race valves, race displacement, the engine block, race compression and pistons, race supercharger, went with the race intercooler, no oil cooling on this one, just 5 horsepower, 9 horsepower, it wasn't enough for the extra weight, race flywheel, everything race here. Went over to race brakes, of course, we got to get this thing stopped. Race springs, no rally, race springs. Front anti-roll bars, race. Rear anti-roll bars, race. Nothing with the chassis reinforcement, extra weight. And we did a full weight reduction on the car because it's already pretty heavy. Going over to the clutch, we went race clutch. We went race transmission. We went to race drive line. And we also went race differential. All right, moving over to the tires. Of course, you know we went drag tires on this drag build. And for the front tires, we left it alone. Keep it as narrow as possible for less weight. Less friction. 355s in the rear, went all the way wide. Find the lightest wheels that you like to go on the car. We went with these. I thought they looked pretty decent on it. And I really didn't put much time in the wheels. You can put what you want. I just found the lightest wheel that I liked and put it on there. You can doctor that up. Front wheel size, I did nothing with that. Rear wheel, nothing with that. So the stock wheel size, it was best for this car. On the rear end, I wanted to go with this spoiler, but we left it off. Of course, we're not going to do this goofy one here. So we went right back with the stock spoiler. All right, going over to the custom tuning, 55 in the front. Less footprint on the ground and 15 in the rear, so we can put that power down to the ground. 241 with the final drive, 449 first gear, 314 second gear, 210 third gear, 167 fourth gear, 129 fifth gear, 16 gear, 0.84 seventh gear, and 0.67 for that final gear. We did nothing with the alignment, anti-roll bars. We left the front alone and 65 in the rear. And the springs, we went all the way soft in the front and we went all the way hard in the rear. On the ride height, went 5.4 and 4.4 in the rear. I wanted the car to still sit low but still be able to perform on the track with the race suspension. All right, so with dampening, soft in the front and all the way hard in the rear. And with the bump stiffness, all the way hard in the front and all the way soft in the rear. I did nothing with the aero. Nothing with the brake, nothing with the differential. All right, let's take this thing down to the track so we can go ahead and put this thing to work. I want to talk to you guys about something. I really don't want you to be fooled and think that you have to put rally suspension on your car to perform. You don't have to drive around like a clown with so much air under your car looking like you're jacking it up trying to go climb a mountain or something. Listen, you want your car to perform. You want to be able to drive that thing on the interstate. You want to be able to drive it on the racetrack, drive it on a road race. Don't use the rally suspension on it. The better tuners are able to tune the car with race suspension. Race cars use race suspension. NASCAR use race suspension. Drag cars use race suspension. These suspensions are stiff suspensions. If you put a little bit of effort into your tuning, you can tune your car properly with race suspension. Do not be fooled with the rally suspension. You want to go to a car show, a car meetup, you want your car to look good, not standing straight in the air. Okay? Try to tune your car with the race suspension. All right? We're almost at the track, so let's go ahead and put this thing to work. All right, so we already heated up the tires. Pretty simple to launch this thing. Just take off and go. This thing leaves pretty good. It's a more realistic car. It's very solid. It's planted. It goes through the gears pretty smooth. I kind of missed a little bit, but if you look at what we got 177 plus in the half a mile with this car. This is not a hypercar. It's a regular car. We'll go ahead and leave it again and see if we can get a little bit faster. We're able to get 178 once or twice. But yeah, if you're running 170 something with this car, you're gonna beat most of the cars in its class. A little over 177 again. It just goes through the gears and it does a good job. It's planted. It's not squirrely. It does what it needs to do. All right, so let's go ahead and try this in the drag on the quarter of a mile, and let's see what we can get out of it. We got the software suspension in the front, so this car kind of plants down and lifts up just a little bit. Doesn't come off the ground. This way you can still control the car and handle the car. And looking at that, above 157 miles per hour, with just some basic tuning. You can go in there and tweak it and make it just a little bit faster, but we got that suspension dialed in. We got it dialed in. Let's see how it leaves. I'll let you see here. It lifts up just enough what you need so the car can continue to handle that way. That's why it's not so squirrely when you leave. All right, so let's go ahead and take this thing to the interstate, and we're leaving with a drag tune, and we can still drive this car with the drag tune because we have the race suspension. That's what I was talking about earlier. The stiffer suspension allows the car to handle better on the road at high speeds. As you see, the car is not getting squirrely. We're over 200 miles per hour right now. It's not squirrely. We're going through traffic, just a little bit of traffic, but we're able to maneuver through traffic with no problems. Try to tune these cars with the race suspension. Check my videos out. Learn from it. If you can make it better, get back with me and let me know how you made it better. I want to see people progress in this game. All right? So look, take a minute. Thank you for watching. Check these videos out. Please like and subscribe. This is Q50 Beast. Peace out.